if you're chose, you don't need to be pressed. He's like, you don't, when you're on a date, you can just be chill. He's like, the attraction's already there. They already want it. Just be normal. He's like, I never compliment. He's like, I never compliment. I never do anything out of the ordinary. He's like, I just keep it cool. And then at the end of the date, he's like, you just go, you make your move.
Maybe if we like dated and we didn't like go anywhere with it and we weren't attracted to each other, that's one thing. But I don't know, I can't see myself just being a friend with somebody like I really really liked.
Yeah,
you know what I
no,
mean?
that's there's no way.
Or that was almost like my girlfriend kind of thing.
Yeah,
So,
there's no way. I mean, I'm of the belief that men and women are not really friends. Personally, they're not really friends. But one person likes the other person. Start and stick with it, and you'll figure out the process along the way. There's no reason to like be overthinking the process. Like we get caught up and bogged down in how is it gonna be, trying to tell the future, trying to see like, oh, how are these people? Just you got to see it in real time. There's no other way than to experience it in real time. And once you figure that out, once you do that, you'll get to your goal.
There was a saying. Somebody, I think some kid was telling me, some rapper said it. It was like the future is stress and the past is depression. Yo,
What up? What up?
yo, what up, guys? This is the POV podcast with your host Harley and my boy.
Marv over matter.
There you go. Marv actually got his own YouTube. Check him out. What is it? At Marv Over Matter, right?
Yeah, Marv over matter on YouTube. I just talk about dating advice for men. So if you're struggling, check it out.
Word. So question of the day. What is something that makes you nervous?
Something that makes me nervous.
Yeah, like consistently.
I'm not gonna lie, public speaking makes me nervous. Like having to articulate myself in front of a large group of people, standing on stage, any of that stuff, it always makes me nervous. It's always made me nervous. But the funny thing is, I'm an actor. So I thought okay, growing up, I'm doing presentations in class. I'm stuttering. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going through. I get to college and one of my, Czar?
Yeah.
One of our friends, Czar, he's the president of a student association. And so
The African one?
Yeah, the African
Yeah, I
Student
remember that.
Association. So then he's like, we're hanging out with our other friend Lily, and he's talking to her. He's like, hey, did you get that invitation to be in the fashion show? And I'm just being me. I'm like, I should be in the fashion show. I'm like, have you seen me? And then he's like, all right, we need some guys. Let's do it. And in that moment, I was kind of like,
Was it the chips here though?
no, it was the fire one. It was the one that was. I think it was before you got there. It was It was like fire, bro. It was crazy. So then he was like, yeah, come do it. And at first I'm like, oh my god, now I gotta be in front of people. But then I thought, I'm like, you know what? This is a good little like baby step into it, right? This is a good little way to transition into getting over my fear of talking in front of people, public speaking, get over my stage fright. So I do it. I do it with one of my best friends. We also do like a choreographed dance or whatever. So it's like an African dance I had to learn how to do. So we do it. The show's crazy. It's amazing. And I'm like, what am I afraid of? Like, why do I have the stage fright? Because the energy from the crowd, the performance was amazing, right? So then I went on and to do acting, but it's a little bit different because like dancing in front of people, and it's just all energy. It's all movement. That was a little bit different than speaking in front of people. I still, even though I do it on a weekly basis, I'm acting all the time. I still get a little nervous whenever I have to get out there and do it. But then I'm just the type of person, I'm gonna attack my fears.
I think for me, I think performing in front of people isn't nerve wracking for me. But I think speaking, like engaging with the crowd, is definitely a game changer. Because like, I don't know, I feel like I gotta be on point. I'm not trying to trip up on words. Like, and that's something I do religiously. And like, I don't know, for me, like if I'm just like acting something out, or like I don't know, if I'm just doing something, bro, like I'll know like what to do. I just won't pay attention to people who are like observing me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can kind of zone out.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay,
I don't know. That's
So then, what's your something that
makes me nervous?
Makes you nervous?
That's a good question. So honestly, starting the job that I have, so I'm in tech sales. What I have to do is I have to like kind of like talk to these business owners and try to get them to buy into the tech that we're selling, the hardware that we're selling.
Mm-hmm.
And what's nerve-wracking about that is like being like I'm not gonna put it on like being black, but like being like just a male, like a masculine looking male, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you're like talking to them and it's not like buying into like their business, not investing into their business or buying whatever product that they're selling, they're already kind of like looking at you weird, bro.
Yeah.
Like they're looking at you like, okay, like what do you want from
Yeah.
me? Like, bro, the white women, it's the worst, bro.
Really.
White women, it's like they're like dumb, like kind of like scared on the low, and they're like
They just want it to be
they're
over.
just like, yeah, they're just like they just want me to like shut up already, bro. I can
Yeah.
tell like when I give my pitch, bro, they just
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
can see it in their face, like they kind of like tilt their head up like this. And
They're
and
like,
they're gonna-
what does this want from me?
and they're just ready to say no, bro.
Yeah. They're just waiting it out.
Like,
Yeah.
I can see it,
Nah, I
bro.
feel you. I feel
So
you.
for me, I think it's like nerve wracking, but like it's like annoying, bro. So
Yeah. Is that different than regular? Because like regular sales, because I feel like I'm a personal trainer, and so like when I'm trying to sell people at the gym and I'm trying to get them, I feel like I get the same type of vibe. It's kind of like, all right, like what do you want from me? Is it different because it's like medical sales? So these people are they like looking to buy, or are they just kind of like, are you kind of just presenting it to them and they're not really aware, like they're not really like
privy to it.
Yeah.
So it's different in a sense where like you have to be able to gain their attention quick, bro. Like, and you have to get them interested quick, bro. And if you can't do that, bro, it's kind of like they're really not going to be worried about you. They're going to be worried about everything else that's going on, or like they're going to be wondering, oh, is he a customer or not? Like, what's going on? Like,
Okay.
like if he's not a customer, like some of them are like that.
Yeah,
Get out of
yeah.
here, type thing. But back to your question. Is it you were saying? Is it like a
I'm saying, isn't that normal in sales that people are kind of just like waiting for you to be like, all right, stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're not already somebody that's looking to buy what you're offering, they kind of already have that like guarded thing. I'm saying, is it more
No.
so in this? Because I feel like I've experienced that as well, and I'm not as masculine as as you.
this guy. You hear this guy? I guess so, bro. Like some people are just ready to say no, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's really it. I think they say like you only close like out of 100%, like you're closing like 20% of deals, bro. So 20 or 30%. So that's super, super low, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna get no. You really just have to find people that are gonna say yes.
That's what I'm saying.
bro.
It's just a numbers game. Like that's what
Yeah.
I'm realizing with sales. Because like the sales I have made, I don't think I'm a good salesman at all. I think I literally just be like, look, I'm not trying to sell you. Like, do you want it or do you not want it? That's kind of my spiel. I'm just kind of like, this is what we offer. You like it or no? You know, I'm not the type to try to convince you and try to like persuade you to buy it.
You gotta
the sales that I've
convince
made, they wanted it. It
You
was
gotta,
like,
you gotta talk like a blab, bro. You gotta talk mad slick with it. Me, that's the thing, bro. I know I have like the personality and like the charisma to do so, bro. But I'm trying to like be able to incorporate it in like my pitch, bro. I'm trying to be like, I think it's just me finding the comfort in my like in my pitch, and just like initiating interaction with people still too. So
yeah, no, it's sales is tough, bro. I'm not a big fan of sales.
it isn't, but it definitely gives you a strong chin, B. It's definitely like worth like what you get out of it.
I can
Like
understand
even
that.
in terms of like the person too. So the person you become,
Yeah.
essentially. So
Let's talk about the the red pill journey, B. The red pill journey that we
red
went
pill
on.
journey.
This dude used to be so scared to approach girls.
But I approached them.
You did. I had to force you to do it.
Bro, don't lie.
Yes,
bro.
I did,
Bro,
bro.
this nigga's lying. Bro.
I had to force you
No,
to do it.
bro,
We were in the
no.
mall. I'm like, Harley, we not
No.
leaving till both of us approach.
Bro, you didn't. Don't say you forced me to do that. But that's not being honest, bro. Come on.
All right.
Come on,
All right. I encouraged you to do it.
I wouldn't even say that.
Yeah.
bro.
Okay. Now you're just.
Bro, because I was like, bro, I would want to go to the mall too, bro.
Nah, he was scared, y'all.
Bro, don't say that, bro. Don't say
he was
that,
scared.
I was scared, bro. I was, but I wanted
didn't.
to go to the mall to approach Johns too, bro. I wanted to do that, bro. I was never against doing that, bro.
He didn't want to do it, folks.
This thing, bro. This,
nah, I don't even remember.
He's just trying to make me look bad, bro.
I just know he was nervous as hell.
I was
going
nervous.
Up there shaking.
Yeah, bro. But I didn't even know that I was nervous, bro. I didn't know, like.
Yeah, that was. They talk about that. How, like, you said, because I could see that you were nervous. I'm like, obviously this is nerves, but you couldn't identify the nervousness in yourself.
Because I wasn't in tune with myself, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't in tune with myself, bro. I was gonna say something, but never mind. But it's like, bro, like, you know how I grew up, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just gonna find a way to survive, bro, kind of thing. Bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you're not gonna have time to like really like understand like your true self, bro. You know what I mean, bro? It's just survival, bro. But what was it? I think it was Charlemagne's book that I learned like what like anxiety and like nervousness.
That was crazy when you told me that. I was like, bro, you didn't know you were nervous? That's
I didn't, bro.
That's insane.
I didn't.
To me.
Because if I knew, I would have been on. I feel like I would have been honest.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't understand. I'm like, you're usually pretty honest about like things, even if it's not in your favor. So I'm like, why would you be lying about this? I'm like, bro, you're clearly nervous.
I was nervous.
Yeah,
I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
It was fun though.
It's all good, bro.
You
feel me?
It was fun.
You take your licks. I took my licks. Yeah. I just remember, when did that like shift change for you? Because I feel like when, I want to say maybe when I turned like 24, 25, that's when like that shift changed for me. I wasn't like really confident yet, but I knew I like was attracting more girls than like usual, bro. And I think maybe it's because
the norm. Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe it's because I was coming into my man like look, maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So what's the question specifically? Like when did that turn come, bro? Like where I started attracting more girls?
That learning curve, yeah.
So I feel like it wasn't, I mean, the switch happened for me in 10th grade. I feel like that's when I started getting attention, but I just didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I would get the attention from like always. I always did, like, because the main thing was I switched my style. I went from wearing like Walmart clothes and everything to switching to Aeropostale and Hollister, and then I got like AJ Wright.
You gotta tighten up.
Yeah, I started getting like my hair, my lineups. I started I just cleaned up a lot more, and then once that happened, I started getting the attention. But I just didn't know what to do. But I was a nervous wreck.
But wasn't you getting ridiculed though for dressing that way, anyways?
No, I wasn't, because I was in like the gifted classes, so all the kids was white, so they weren't really like stylish like that themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they would, I mean, they just wore the little Aeropostale shit, but they like white people don't care about clothes like that.
Yeah.
That's a black people thing. So I didn't really know until I went to high school, and then all the black people was wearing certain stuff and I'm like, okay, this is different. Okay, now I see why I'm off. My style is off, right? But the white kids aren't gonna tell you that. They're gonna
wait, what did you said something? I forgot. You said something the other day that had me dying, bro. We was talking about like getting like roasted. We was talking about the blacks.
Okay.
You was talking about you like black people roast you into style or something like that. You said something like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I said that about myself.
No, just
like in general, like they'll roast you, like they'll get you right, they'll shame you
if you don't come correct. Like
they will. I know what you're talking. I can't remember what I said.
I don't remember what you said. But yeah, that was funny. That shit was
they'll basically just like shame you until you do what they say. Like shame you into acting right. Shame you into.
Gotta be a strong will. Yeah. He wasn't a strong will.
Nah, it was for the better though. It was for the better.
Yeah.
But then, but I would say the shift changed like where I knew what I was doing that summer. When we was going to the mall. And
in terms of dressing or
no. It's in terms of like knowing what I'm doing with women.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's when it shifted, because one of my boys, he gave me some good advice. He's like, if you chose, like if you got it, he's like, you don't need to be pressed. He's like, when you're on a date, you can just be chill. He's like, the attraction's already there. They already want it. He's like, just be normal. He's like, I never compliment. I never do anything out of the ordinary. He's like, I just keep it cool. And then at the end of the date, he's like, you just go, you make your move. And once I incorporated that, It was so easy, bro.
I
So
get in
easy.
trouble for that though. For any girl that like I'm talking to for like a really long time, they get upset. Like
No,
they get upset because I don't like. They say I don't say good things about them, or they say I don't like compliment them as
yeah,
much,
yeah.
bro. And it's like for me, I think enough women that I've dealt with said it enough to where I feel like okay, like this is clearly like a common thing. Maybe it's something that I should incorporate into like my whoever it is that I'm dating kind of thing.
I think you do it sparingly though. I think like if you do it all the time, they lose appreciation for it and it doesn't really mean much.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't think you should do it all the time. You shouldn't like withhold it just because for the sake of it. But like I'm just the type of person that, like I feel like you should be genuine. Like if she's dressed in a way that makes you be like, damn, like you look good, then
Yeah,
tell her.
bro.
But you're not gonna just tell her every day like she look
Yeah,
the same
bro.
every day. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be wild every day. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
But they want that ego fed every single day. You know?
Which I get it. Like I get it, especially if they're like attractive. That's something that they're like probably used to getting from like other people, other men, or whatever the case
Right,
may be.
but that's what separates you if you don't do it, because you notice they complaining to you, but they still with you.
But I don't do it like I don't like for some reason I don't ever do it unless I actually mean it.
That's how it should be though. But they're used. Guys have been lying to them, or like not lying to them, but guys have been going out of their way, exaggerating, like going overboard, over the top for their whole life, like just trying to get because they're just trying to get something from them.
Yeah.
You are complimenting because you genuinely compliment, and these guys are complimenting because they're like, if I compliment her, she's gonna like me, and if she likes me, then I'll get to sleep with. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tactical.
But I'm not gonna hold you. I've never like was able to actually get a girl from like actually complimenting her.
That's what I'm saying. They don't actually like it.
Like if she was already like attracted to me, whatever the case may be, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, you can't convince a girl to like you. She likes you or she doesn't. And then all you can really do is like kind of not mess it up. That's really all you can do. Like you just maintain it if she likes you. You're not gonna really. I mean, there's some over time you can build it and she'll like you, whatever. If she don't like you initially, but realistically, she either likes you or she doesn't. And she knows right away. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, no, that's interesting, bro. Because a lot of the times they know when they like you, like off the rip, bro.
Right away.
Like the way you like if. Off the rip, like when you're talking,
yeah,
when you walk or whatever the case may be, bro. Just like your mannerisms, bro.
They analyze you to a T, bro.
Like that's like their way of like hunt, bro.
Yeah, like, literally.
Like
they analyze you to a T before you even walk over to them. They already analyzed you and seen and everything. And they're like, they already know if they want you or not. Yeah. That's why I say like if you're gonna, I don't cold approach that often anymore. But if I was gonna cold approach, I would tell a guy, make sure she sees you first so she has a chance to analyze you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that improves the chances. If she gets a chance to see you first, she sizes you up, she can be like, okay, I like him. But if you just, hey, what's up? Like pop up in her face, she's going to be like, no. Even if she thinks you're attractive.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, I don't know. The way I am though, like, I don't really like approach, bro. Like,
it's not a.
Like,
tell him.
No. I think for me, it's like, I kind of just like, respect myself for the most part, bro. Like I think that's just the way I was raised, bro. You know, like Caribbean folks, they're gonna be like, "Yo, don't be up people's asses. Don't be like
begging for their attention.
Don't be like, you know what I mean. Just respect yourself." And that's kind of just like the way I've been, bro. Like I'll keep it friendly. I'll be like, "What up?" But for the most part, I'll just like mind my business and go about my day.
That's how you do it.
But I don't know, like if the choosing signals is there, I probably will.
That's the only time, though.
Say something.
That's the only time. Like and like if like you said, just say something. You don't gotta. If you come up and you be like, "Hey, what's up?" Now you start the courting process. Now she flips and she's like, okay, he wants me, he's into me. Now she starts playing the games. Now she starts doing all this other stuff. Whereas you just come to her and talk to her like a normal person, she has to be a normal person back to you.
Yeah. And
then you can have a good interaction. But if you come over chasing, she's gonna start running.
Yeah, like the girl I'm talking to currently, she told me, what did she say? We was like off and on for like the longest time. And then I can remember there was like a point where like I remember I was at work and then like in my mind like I was like, okay, like I'm done with this person. Like I didn't think about that person throughout the whole day, bro. And then out the blue, she hit me up like, "Oh
That's
yeah."
how it goes.
She goes,
it's an energy thing. That's
she
how
goes,
it goes, bro.
she goes, "We could be friends." I'm like, "Friends?" And I don't know. Like, I didn't realize what kind of like mind game she was playing, but like, I don't know. Me, to be real to myself, I had to tell her like, honestly, I don't really see us like being able to be friends. Like, if I liked you and I was already like talking to you, I can't see myself like hitting you up saying like just talking to you on the regular, bro.
That's not real.
I'm not wired with like that. Maybe if there wasn't really, maybe if we like dated and we didn't like go anywhere with it and we weren't attracted to each other, that's one thing. But I don't know. I can't see myself just being a friend with somebody I really, really liked.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's there's no way.
Or that was almost like my girlfriend kind of thing.
Yeah, so. There's no way. I'm of the belief that men and women are not really friends, personally. They're not really friends, bro. One person likes the other person. They just...
You don't think it's a rare case, though?
They don't...
I think there's exceptions.
I think there's people that are forced to be together and then they connect, you know what I'm saying? They like if you're a coworker and then maybe you're like forced to be together, but you're not like friends, you know what I'm saying? Like I think there's people that you're cool with because you have to be around them for whatever reason, but like a girl is not going out of her way to like hit up a guy that she isn't feeling, and a guy is not really gonna do that either. So like in some friendships, the guy just like we all know the guy is sticking around because he wants to get some
patiently waiting like a leopard bee.
Girls do the same thing though. Girls do the same thing. It's just they don't have the stigma, but they do the same thing. I don't know.
But if they like you enough and you're not showing them like a bit of energy, they're running away. They don't go on to the next.
Because it's I mean, sometimes
especially if they're attractive.
If the person that's not getting the attention is attractive.
If the shorty's attractive, because you know the ego.
Yeah. But they'll come back sometimes. Yeah. A lot of the times. No, that's a fact.
I know what it is, bro. I wanted to start a podcast in 2014, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. You waited 10 years to start a podcast. Nigga, this shit better blow.
I just knew what it was, bro. I knew podcasting was gonna blow up, bro. I knew it, bro.
Yeah.
I knew it. When I was watching like The Brilliant Idiots, bro, and I just seen the way like it was just a cool thing, and not only that, it was informative, it was funny, bro, and it's like it got me to tune in, bro.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Right.
It's like this is entertainment, but like it's like it's normal. It's not nothing forced.
Yeah.
It's not like a show.
It's not a performance.
Yeah, it's not a performance. There you go. And I'm like, yo, this is fire, bro. And it's like I don't know. To me, I was like, how could that not go anywhere?
Yeah.
And what happened? Look how big Schultz is now, bro.
Yeah. That
look
him,
how big
Rogan,
Schultz.
They're like massive. Some of the biggest platforms some of the biggest like podcasts or channels on YouTube. It's crazy. Bro. No, it's a really good like medium. It's a really good way to get like information out. It's a really good way to just because it's uninterrupted. Like you said, it's not performative, so there's no audience. You don't have to worry about people like putting on an act, putting on a show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're
it's
like
real.
Genuinely themselves. I feel like a lot of times they even forget that they're on a podcast. Like they get so deep into the conversation, they kind of just forget about it, and you get to see the real. So I think episode like podcasts where they bring in specialists, those are like the best to me. Like a Jordan Peterson, somebody who knows and talks about things and is able to go deep, and it's so long form. Mm-hmm. Like you get 3 hours of this person just getting to talk. You just get to hear their thoughts, get to see how they. You know what I'm saying? If it's an interesting person, it's going to be a good episode.
Yeah. To me, I don't know, bro. I feel like I have pretty decent vision, bro, for the most part. I guess it's the execution that...
Yeah, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, you can be like, I knew it, but it don't matter if you don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I got to start following my own gut. That's what it is, bro.
Just take action. Don't be worried about, being perfect.
But I think, now we here, B.
Yeah. But I think this is just something to tell the people, like, take action. Like, don't wait. Don't, because I would have started my YouTube channel. I actually did start it during the pandemic. I started a YouTube channel, but I wasn't consistent. I didn't stick with it. I didn't see the vision. I didn't see, like, you know what I'm saying? So start and stick with it, and you'll figure out the process along the way. There's no reason to like be overthinking the process. Like, we get caught up and bogged down in how is it going to be, trying to tell the future, trying to see, like, oh, how are these people? Just, you got to see it in real time. There's no other way than to experience it in real time. And once you figure that out, once you do that, you'll get to your goal.
There was a saying, somebody, I think some kid was telling me, some rapper said it. It was like, the future is stress and the past is depression.
That's it. Just, right now, just do it. Get to it.
Hey, man. I had the vision, guys, but it's all right, man. We here now, though. That's all that matters. We here now. Y'all could have seen my growth from when I was 19 if I had started. Y'all would have seen me as a 19-year-old up to a grown man at 30. So, yeah, man.
Right now, I would be at 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I would be doing what I'm doing with YouTube. It would just be on a bigger level, and I'll be able to make money to do whatever I want. I would have the freedom to do whatever I want. I would be in the relationship that I'm in. I would not live in the place that I'm in. I would be in.
I think that's what makes it fun, though, bro.
What?
Like, I feel like, I don't know yet, but like, I feel like when you have the vision and you're like so sure about it, I feel like working towards it is what makes it fun, and like being in your current situation right now makes it like it's fun.
Yeah, no, it's rewarding. It's rewarding to be on the journey, but only, like you said, once you know where you want to go.
Yeah,
if you know where you want to go, then the journey is fun. If you have no idea where you want to go,
it's a miserable. Yeah.
It's like the map is upside down. You turn in left, you're supposed to turn right. Like, you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
It's confusing. You're scared. You know what I'm saying? It's bad. But once you lock into what you want to do, where you want to go, I don't mind the suffering. It's not suffering anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's growing.
I don't know if it's like suffering. Suffering is kind of harsh.
What do you mean by suffering?
Like, I don't know if I'd want to call it suffering.
What, when you don't know where you're going?
Yeah, I feel like that's like kind of like still a part of like the progress. I feel like it's still progress. Like, because you have to find where your starting point is going to be. You get to your starting point, and then things kind of get better. I think that's like the hardest part, essentially. Just finding your point.
So what would you call suffering?
Not knowing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the point before you know, like when you don't know, like you don't have the goal and you're just like scrambling, trying to figure it out, and you trying this is not working, this is not working, this is not working. Like that feeling is like the suffering part. But like I guess what I'm trying to say is when you're working towards something but you don't know what you're working towards, like it's just you just going into the abyss and you don't really know. It's like that part, that's the suffering, because you're scared, you don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Your emotions are running high. You're not locked into anything. But like once you lock in, there's a peace in it. Even though you're not there yet, you almost have the peace of being there.
How do you know if it's what you want to do, though? Like for me, I kind of I had a hunch that like I know I wanted to do something with like talking, because when I first went to school, when I was going to college, my first major was criminal justice, and then I switched it into communications because I thought I liked journalism. I thought I liked sports journalism. I thought I was into that, but it's not. I'm not really into that. Like, I like talking, and then I found podcasting, early in 2014. Like, and I was like, yo, this is dope. And then I kind of went into like the sales route, and I like music too. So I knew it was within the realm of like speaking or like communication, like something within that realm. So like, and the way I found out was, I think the confirmation was through my friends. It was like, I was like, what do you guys see that like I like? What do you guys see that I'm into? And they said, it seems like you like to talk, it seems like you have like really good talking points and you kind of stand your ground when you talk too. And it seems like you make good connections with people as well. Like, so I knew like some type of like interaction with communication or like you know what I mean, with people was like kind of like my thing, my niche. And even when I started, well, I wasn't podcasting, but I was like a guest on my other friend's podcast. I was kind of like nervous still. Like I couldn't really like talk. I couldn't, but like now, like, I don't know, it's whatever now.
Yeah. So I think how I know is because it just feels easy. Like it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything. It almost feels like I can't believe that people are actually supporting what I'm doing, because I'm like, bro, I'm not even doing anything. You know, it just feels like effortless. It just feels like, you know, this is something I would do regardless. Like there was a point when I was first putting out the videos or whatever, and nothing was happening. I just still love putting out the videos. I just love setting up the camera. I love sitting in front of the camera, talking to it, getting my ideas out, getting my thoughts out. It's like a journal for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just these are things that I think about. So I'm like, let me just talk in front of the camera, and boom. There's people that support it. There's people that's like, yo, I'm a big fan. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. I'm like, it almost feels like I'm getting away with robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like to be paid for something like that. I'm like, what? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it is. It's I don't have to like force myself to do it. I don't have to like motivate myself. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, this is effortless and it's working. It must be meant to be.
So why couldn't you see the vision be?
Because I'm not a podcaster.
I'm not a podcaster neither, bro.
I'm not a podcaster.
I'm not a podcaster neither, bro.
He's referring to why we didn't start the podcast early, because I was here in 2020. He wanted to do a podcast, and it wasn't my thing. I'm like, I'll show up to the podcast, but it's your thing. Set it up. Never set it up.
This dude, man.
Never set it up.
Guys, this is what happens when you allow yourself to let other people hold your dreams in their hands. You can't do that. You just gotta do it, man.
That's it.
At the end of the day. So
that's it. And look at now, you doing it. You set it up. I'm here. I told you.
I
told you.
Fuck you, baby.
I told you. Set it up. I'll be there.
Imagine if we was doing this during the pandemic, through that journey, bro. That would what?
Yeah, that would have been a good time.
Come on,
you should have set it up. You should have set it up.
I did, bro. You don't remember even when I did it with my phone? Yeah.
I was there and I did it, then
you did one episode, bro.
You set up one episode.
Get out of it, bro. Yo. He doesn't remember.
You set up one episode, and I was there to do it.
He doesn't.
If you set up another one, I would have been there to do it.
I'll tell you exactly what he said. When I wanted to do a second episode, he was like, "Yo, I don't want to do that. It's chips." You said that, bro.
Did I say that?
Yeah, bro. You said that, bro.
It was chips then.
No, bro.
I stand on that.
It was never chips. You didn't even give it time to like develop.
Nah, like, I didn't.
We didn't even get into a second episode. Dude.
I didn't.
And I told you, like, when I sent the pilot episode that we had to a friend, he loved it, bro. And we wasn't even like talking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
he could, yo.
It was like on his phone. It was like a voice memo. It was like we were recording on our phone.
No,
it was on a podcast platform, but it was similar to a voice memo because there was no camera set up. There was no anything. I'm like, bro, I don't want to do an audio podcast. I don't. That doesn't resonate to me. I would never sit there and listen to an audio podcast. Guys, I need the visuals. I need to see it.
Guys.
But that year was still beneficial to me. That gave me the learning ground to make my own channel. That's what I talk about. We spent the whole time just dating girls and talking to girls and figuring that out. So that was what I needed to create my channel. So I want to talk about kind of like the art of seduction, right? The art of seduction. So a lot of guys in my comment section, they'll just be like, because I'm big on letting like women pursue and like not doing too much and like kind of playing the back and forth game. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys don't understand that like it's a game and it's a chess game. There's moves that she's making that, you know what I'm saying? The guys just don't even see that. They think it's as simple as you walk up, you say, "Hey, I like you," and then she's just like, "Oh, I like you too." And if that doesn't happen, they're like, well, I guess it's not meant to be. They don't understand, like, there's a push-pull to it. It's like a dance. You know what I'm saying? They just don't get that. Everybody wants everything fast. They're like, I want to just pull up on her. She says yes. We go out. right now we do everything right now. It's like things take time. I think patience in dating is lost. People don't let things evolve. They don't let things grow. They don't let things like,
I'd
you know
agree.
what I'm saying? They don't even want to connect really. They just want to just have sex and keep it moving. And it's like, yeah, okay, you want the sex, cool. We all want the sex, but even if it's that, like there should be some type of connection. Like even if you want to keep it casual, like keep it. There should still be some type of like friendship there in order for it to be a friends with benefits.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's just so. A lot of guys are just kind of like
they're just moving with they dicks.
They're just moving with it. They just want to fuck for the validation. You know what I'm saying. They don't actually enjoy.
Like the other person, like speaking with the other person.
A lot of these dudes, they care more about being considered handsome than they do about getting girls.
You think so?
Yes, 100%.
What made you come up with that revelation?
Because the things that the videos that they respond to the most is like on my platform, the videos they respond to the most are videos where it touches on their vanity, right? So one that did really good was like, okay, signs that women are intimidated by you because you're handsome, right? So they'll love something like that. They'll love a video like that just to prove like, okay, oh, this is why girls don't talk to me. It's because I'm so handsome, right? It feeds their value. It feeds their ego. You know what I'm saying? They get to be like, okay, I'm still handsome, but that's why they're just intimidated by me. And I'm not making the video just to get the views. I know that now I figured out what they'll respond to. So I know I'm like, I know I can make a banger if I do this. I know I can make a banger if I do that. I don't lean in. I don't abuse it because, you know what I'm saying? I want to still be honest. I want to still maintain my integrity. But there's truth in that. There are women who are intimidated by guys because they're handsome. So I'm touching on the subject, but these guys just swarm on that. But if I do something like handsome men need to be responsible with women, right? Basically talking about how you need to be like a woman will be vulnerable with you if she finds you really attractive. That's part of the reason they be scared of attractive guys, because they'll be they know they're gonna open up, and they know once they're open and they're vulnerable, they'll do anything for you. They know that because they're so attracted to you and they're so like, you know what I'm saying? That feeling is there. So a lot of times they're closed off. So I'm like, if a woman does open up to you, you need to be careful with that. You need to like not treat her wrong. Like don't abuse the power that she's gonna give you. Don't abuse that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Won't get no views. Won't get that many views. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about that. They don't care about women. They don't actually care about engaging with women. They just care about, oh, I'm handsome. And it's funny because it's like, oh, I'm handsome, so I'll get. You would think it's, oh, I'm handsome, so I'll get women. But they're almost satisfied with the fact that, oh, okay, I'm handsome. That it doesn't matter if I get the women or not.
That's chips. I don't know.
It's a weird mentality that these guys have.
That's kind of like feminine, bro.
Yeah, that is feminine. That is kind of feminine. Like, I mean,
hey.
Like they're forgetting the fact that being attractive is just a tool to procreate. Like it's just something in your arsenal that's gonna allow you to procreate, allow you to reproduce, allow you to get with women. You know what I'm saying? So another thing, these dudes, like the little black pill where they like measure in the face. They're like, you got this feature and that feature and this one, that one. So I have a reoccurring hater that comes on my page and he's like, you don't have this feature, you don't have that feature, you don't have that feature.
He's a white guy?
No, he's black. He's like, you don't have this feature, you don't have that feature, you don't have this feature. He's like, you're not handsome, you're not handsome. I don't respond to it because like when I get negative comments, I still try to keep it positive. I keep it neutral or positive.
You just gotta starve them out, B.
Yeah, I keep it neutral, positive, or I don't respond. That's how I do it. But I won't get negative with him. But yeah, so I can tell this is the type of dude who he feels so good because maybe he has these features, but he doesn't really care.
Have a personality.
He doesn't have a personality. And he's more concerned about having the features than getting the girl. I responded to him, I'm like, but is the information correct? And then he just went on to talk about looks and having this feature and this and this and that. I'm like, okay, so you don't care about getting the girls. You just care about it's like like a circle jerk. These guys are just telling each other, you have this, wow, you have those eyes, you look good. Like it's just guys complimenting each other.
The looks is like the initial taste. Like the personality is the aftertaste.
Yeah.
I think if you're attractive, like naturally you're gonna people are gonna see you. Like, but then like I don't know, if your attitude is like shit, I like me personally, bro. If I see an attractive girl, that's one thing. But if she had like, for me, I cannot deal with entitlement, bro. Entitlement, bro. If I feel like a bit that you're entitled, bro, you are the ugliest person in the world.
It's disgusting, bro.
I hate that shit. Bro.
I hear you. I completely hear you.
Yeah. I can remember a time. I remember I was at the gym actually, and I went to go buy like a protein shake, and there was a girl. She was buying a protein shake too, and then I was being like just a jokester, bro. I slid my drink in too. I was like, yeah, she got it covered. And then she just turned around and looked at me like, no, you gonna buy it for me? I'm like, nah. I'm like, get the hell out of here, bro. Yeah. But maybe I would have, like, if she would have joked back, kind of, bro. I probably would have, bro. But it's like, you got serious and you got entitled.
Yeah,
like,
you
about
got
that
serious.
Too.
It's crazy.
Like, yo, get out my face.
Having no
bro.
sense of humor because you're so pretty, you can't have a sense of humor.
Bro.
Like, that's just corny.
And like, I remember another time I was in a club, bro, and there was this white girl with her friend. She was wearing like a red dress, bro. And I could just tell she was just used to this kind of treatment, bro. And there was like a lot of people at the bar, bro. And I was like kind of in front of the bar, and she couldn't get to the bar, so she was walking away with her friend. I was like, "Yo, y'all trying to get a drink?" And then she turned around and looked at me, and she was just like this, like she said, like she looked at me in such like confidence that I was gonna get it for her.
Yeah.
And then you know what I did? I was like, "This, go ahead." I was like, "Go right ahead." And so she was like taking out her credit card. She was like, her friend was behind her. She was taking out her credit card, buying her and her friends drinks. Yeah. And she was kind of like side-eyeing me to see if I was going to come in and like, save the day. I was like, nope.
That's funny you say that, bro.
Nope.
I got a funny ass story. So I went on a date one time. This girl, she like found me on Snapchat, I guess. She added me on Snapchat. We started talking. We went on a date. So I get to the date. I actually showed up late, whatever. So she was there chilling. I show up. Sit down, we're talking. She's like, we were just getting to know each other. And she orders, right? She orders a drink. So she gets a lemon drop martini. I don't drink alcohol, so I didn't drink, right? I just like, let me get a water. So then we're still talking. We get some food, we get some apps. And then she's like, the waiter comes back and he's like, do you want to get another drink? And she's like, oh, no, I'm okay. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, you didn't want to get another one or whatever? And she's like, no. She's like, I mean, you're paying, so I didn't want to, do too much. Now, she thinks she's being polite. She thinks she's being polite by being like, oh, you're paying, I'm gonna, whatever. In my mind, I'm like, how do you just assume I'm paying? How, like, who told you I was paying? When did I say that? Where did this come from? I'm like, bro, you found me on Snapchat. How am I now paying for you? This is crazy. I didn't say anything in the moment, but I clocked it. I was like, okay, cool. So then we keep talking about stuff. We keep talking, and she's saying just different things that sound like real traditional. So then I can't help myself. I'm that type of guy. I'm like, you real traditional, huh? And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, earlier you talked about how I was gonna buy, like, you didn't get the drink because you said I'm gonna pay. And I was like, and then just now you just said this, whatever it was. And you could tell, like, she ain't never had nobody say nothing to her like that. She got caught off guard. She was like, oh, well, I mean, I just, I most of the time when I go on dates, I think the guy pays. I'm like, okay, cool. No, I get that. And I'm like, why? I'm like, do you think that, like, it's okay? Like, now I'm having a philosophical conversation with her about this. I'm like, oh, do you think that this is okay? Whatever. Like, what do you think? Like, why do you think this is a thing? And she just explained. I'm like, okay, well, did you ever think, I don't really know you. Like, you're kind of a stranger to me, and we're both just coming to get to know each other. And it's a little presumptuous for you to think I'm gonna pay for you.
You put the Marv twist on her,
I had to do it. I can't help myself. So then she takes that and she's like, oh, I mean, I guess I never really thought about it. And so in my mind, I'm like, I'm not paying for her. Like, she's crazy. She's entitled. But I'll give it to her. She returned. She was so pleasant. And she was so sweet, and she didn't let it ruffle her feathers. She didn't let it get to her. She just remained so sweet and so nice.
She proceeded with the date.
She proceeded with herself, and she was just like such a feminine woman. I still had to fuck with her a little bit. So when the check came, she was like, she was like, I grabbed it or whatever, and then I showed it to her, and she was like, I've never seen the check before. I was like, well, there's a first time for everything. So I give her the check. She looks at the check. She's like, okay. She takes out her card. She looks at the card. She's like, I can see in her mind. She's like, oh, fuck, I don't have money on this card. So she takes out her phone. I watch her do that. I know at this point, I already decided I'm going to pay for her, but I'm just watching her struggle at this point. She takes out her phone. She starts making the transfer. She's making the transfer. I'm just looking. I'm like, and she's like, she puts the card in. I take it out. I'm like, it's all right. I got you. Don't worry. And she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. She's like, I've never paid. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. But like, that sense of entitlement to me was amazing. Like, bro, it was amazing.
It's
to
the
me.
most disgusting thing ever to me, bro. Like,
I could not.
Bro, dead ass, bro. I hate it with a passion, bro. Yeah. God forgive me, bro, but I despise it, bro.
Yeah,
I cannot deal with that, bro. It's because it's like, it's kind of like it kind of like reinforces them to misbehave or like act a certain way, bro. And it's like
I'll be fit to play devil's advocate. I say that it's not completely their fault because, especially pretty girls, they're literally being lied to their whole life. Like, dudes are just pretending to be somebody they're not with them their whole life. So they really think this is how men are. Yeah. They don't really, like, all they know is what they experience. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they get that. It's just, I'm gonna be the rude awakening if they interact with me. It's gonna be like, this is not real. This is a facade you've been living in. Let me wake you up.
I mean, don't get me, I typically, bro, I don't know. I typically pay when I go on dates, bro, because I don't know. I wouldn't feel right unless I'm like rocking with you with like a really long time. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you pay, definitely you pay, but like, I don't know. I just don't feel right. Like, continue like just allowing a joint to pay for me for some reason, bro.
So, I feel the opposite. I feel like you're a stranger. I'm a stranger to you. You're a stranger to me. What about you is making me pay for you?
I think if I asked you for your time to be with me, I'll pay for you.
But if she asked you to go, would you still pay?
If she asked me to go, I'm probably going to be more reluctant to pay.
But are you going to pay?
I'll pay for myself.
But would you pay for her?
Probably not.
So if a girl asks you out, you're not going to feel weird.
No. If she asks me, absolutely not. If
you're not
she
paying?
asks me out, no.
Okay, because I know guys that even if they get asked out, they're like, yeah, I'm just going to pay because that's what the man does. I'm like, wouldn't the man pay for his own woman? Like, I'm the opposite. I'm like, you're a stranger now, but if you're my girl, then I would feel more like, okay, I'll pay for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm paying for mine. You know what I'm saying? Not a stranger. That to me was always backwards.
And you know what? You know what's crazy? Once they get comfortable with you paying all the time, bro. Like, I remember an old shorty I was messing with. Like, she was asking me to like go out to get like these special like buns or whatever. I don't know. Like, apparently like they taste good or whatever. Pause. And I was like, you gonna pay? And then she just kind of like stayed quiet and like smirked or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how we playing it. Like,
yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's weird to me that because like to me it just devalues me. I'm like, well, so then what am I like? I'm paying you for your time. You don't want to be here? Then don't be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I think about it.
What was your most awkward dating experience?
Yeah, I got a couple, but one, I matched with this girl, I think on some app, and then we FaceTimed, and she didn't. She FaceTimed me, but she was like not showing her whole face. Right, she's not sure. Like, I should have known that was a terrible sign, but I was thirsty at the time, right? So I was like, whatever, it can't be that bad. So then we go and we get on the like. I go to pick her up, and I see her, and I'm like, why? Like, why am I here? She was like not my type at all. I'm gonna keep it.
She was fat.
PC. She wasn't even like fat. She was like those, like, it's not fat, but it's like just unshapely. Like it's just she's like not a big girl, but she's just it's just there's no curves, there's no shape, there's no whatever, and her face was not it. Like she was just not my type at all. But I'm like, I was thinking, I'm like, should I just drive off? But I'm like, nah, I'm not. I'm like, nah, let me not do that. So then she gets in the car. She's like, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Whatever, keeping it cordial. Dang. And then we were supposed to get.
I know you was tight.
I was tight. Man. I was so tight. We supposed to get boba tea. So then we go. I'm like, all right, is there boba around here? She's like, yeah, there's boba.
Did you tell me about this? Bro?
I probably did. Yeah, it was during the summer. It was during the summer.
Tell me, folks.
I told you. I told Megan. I know that. But so we go. There's no boba tea. It's like 10 minutes away. I'm like, well, now I don't want to do anything. I'm like, I don't want to get boba tea. She's like, all right, well, there's a park, whatever. She like wants to hang out. I'm trying to end it like subtly, but she's not catching the hint. So then she's like, all right, let's go to the park. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So we drive into the park, and then I'm like, I need to get out of here, bro. I'm like, I do not want to be here. So I was like, how can I get out of here? What is a way that I can make her want to leave? I was like, I'm gonna need you to suck me. I was like, I'm gonna need you to suck me. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to suck me. She's like, I was like, you don't want to? I'm like, well then, I mean, I don't, like, what are we doing here? I'm like, we're at the park. It's that night. I'm like, what are we doing?
Oh, it was an all or nothing.
It was always, I was like, you got to do this or it's over. And then,
you said it's over, bro.
And then so she was like, she's like, well, no, I don't want to. I'm like, all right, well, I want to go home then. Like, I just made it about that because I didn't want to make it like, you're so unattractive, I just want to leave. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do that. So I was like, I'll just make myself look like an asshole. So then, like, she'll be okay with, like, leaving. You know what I mean? She'll be like, well, he's an asshole. Like, whatever. All right, I guess this is over. So then drive to her spot, drop her off, and go. That was like, but it was so just, like, awkward. I'm like, what can I do? How can I manipulate the situation so that I can leave? Because I need to leave.
Damn. You pulled a all or nothing kind of like.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to tell another story though. Gotta tell this one.
Yeah. You want me to tell mine first, or do you want to tell?
Yeah, tell yours. Well, I'm gonna do a replacement story for that one.
Let me see. So there was I don't know if I told you about this girl. There was this shorty from Atlanta I had met actually, and I was over there visiting my boy. We ended up linking or whatever, and we went to like some spot in Atlanta. It was a vibe. I ended up being a girl, got her number, ended up going on a date or whatever. We stayed in connection when I flew back to Boston. I came back home, and we was talking or whatever, and you know, I told her, hey, like, I'm gonna fly you out or whatever.
He's a fly out boy.
And so
fly out boys.
And so I flew him out. I flew shorty out, bro. So she stayed with me for a few days, bro. But something was just like, I don't know what it was, bro. Like, she was just awkward. Her mood was off, bro. She didn't really want to like talk. She was like a little bit younger than me. So I think partly that had to do with it too. Mm-hmm. And mind you, she didn't really have to pay for anything, bro. And she acted like that, bro. And I was like in my head, okay. When you out it, like, bro, when she was with me, bro, I was swiping, bro, on Tinder, bro. I was swiping. I was on.
No, you while she was there.
Yeah, bro. Cause I'm like, that's not right, bro.
Yeah.
I got you here. You don't have to pay for grub. You don't have to pay for like nothing, bro.
That's insanity.
And you acting like this, bro. There's no way, bro. Yeah. I have every right to do this.
Yeah,
bro. In my opinion, bro. So I was on the apps, bro. I was swiping, bro. I was talking to my boys. Like she was sleeping on my bed, bro. I was in my living room, talking to my boys about like different Johns, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, while she was there, that's dumb,
bro.
Awkward,
because bro, that's disrespectful, bro.
Yeah.
That's mad disrespectful, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
How long was she there?
Like 4 days, 3 4 days.
What day did you start doing all that?
What do you mean?
Like what day were you like, all right, I don't care anymore?
Like the second or third day, bro.
Damn.
So
it was, damn, that's crazy.
It's like,
and y'all just in the crib? Or y'all, or like,
no, we was going places, bro.
So even after you was doing that, y'all still was going places? Because you still got to feed her. She still had to eat.
No, I mean, I went food shopping, bro.
Okay.
Came,
so she was just in the crib.
Yeah, bro. Just in the crib eating, bro. Yeah. Like I was cool, I was cool in it, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's mad awkward.
Cause that, bro, to me, that's mad disrespectful.
Yeah,
that's mad disrespectful.
Nah.
Like for you to like carry yourself that way, bro, and I didn't like did all that, bro.
Yeah,
you, bro. Like,
yeah.
Like how dare you, bro?
What was she, like when you say awkward? What was she doing? Like how was she acting?
She just wouldn't like. She wouldn't talk, bro. I don't know. Something got her feeling some type of way.
Like, give me
an
example. Like, you ask her a question, she'd just be silent, or like she was short with it.
Like she would just be silent, bro. Like she wouldn't really like talk. Something like I don't know what happened, bro. After the first night, bro, like she just got like awkward, bro. Like I remember we went out to eat, bro, and I just like for me, I gave up. I just wasn't talking to her anymore, bro. And she was asking me, "Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong?" I was like, "No, nothing." She was like, "Well, it feels like I'm on an awkward first date here." I'm like, "That's all right."
Maybe she was uncomfortable.
No, that wasn't it. Cause I'll tell you this: she like a few months over the summer, she like hard eyes one of my stories, bro.
That don't mean anything. It's easy to hard eyes. It's hard to have a like conversation.
No, but we like.
I gotta play devil's advocate.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna cut it off. I blazed, bro, and we was even talking after that, bro. She was cool. Like she just, I don't know what it is, bro, but she just got like weird, bro.
Maybe she fell in love.
I don't know what that means, bro. Like, I don't know what that means.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's awkward. All right. So mine. Oh, I met this girl. Oh, you met her. She actually, I think. She came to your crib, or we went to her. No, we went to her crib. It was like a cookout. It was like the Haitian girl. Yeah, you met her. Yeah. So
she was cool.
Yeah, she was mad. She was cool. But like we, so I hung out with her like a few times, and then I had told her like, cause I was just in town for the summer. So I was like, yeah, it's not gonna be anything long term. And she was like, all right, I'm cool with that. Like, I still wanna, hang out with you. So then I was like, all right, cool. So one time we went to like Legacy Mall or Plaza, whatever. And we're walking around. I think we got ice cream, got some food, whatever. And then we had plans for me to go to her crib on like a Friday or whatever. Mm-hmm. But this is like Wednesday or something. This is Wednesday before that Friday. So all of a sudden she was just like, I don't know, something turned her on. She was just like, she wanted to go, right? So we literally drive to find somewhere in the parking lot.
Oh yeah,
we drive to find somewhere in the parking lot, and we like do our thing, whatever. But like, she was making the most like weird, awkward, like moaning noises. She was just like, like just just like overdoing it. Like, like when they overdo it, it's just like it's not.
It's too much.
It's too much. It was uncomfortable. It was so awkward. I was just like, this is in the middle of it. I'm like, I just want to stop. Like, I don't even want to finish. Right. So whatever, we finished, and it was sitting in the back seat, and she falls asleep on me, and I'm like, this is mad awkward. Like, I just want to go. I don't want to be here. So I call my friend, because I'm using my friend's car. I'm using Megan's car. Mm-hmm. So I call Megan. I text her. I'm like, yo, call me and say that there's an emergency. I'm like, she's like, what? I'm like, just call me and say that there's an emergency. So she calls me. We get on the phone. I put it on speakerphone. I've never talked on speakerphone. I put it on speakerphone. I'm like, hey, yeah, what's up? How you doing? Because the girl wakes up. She's like, oh, Marv. She's like, yeah, I need you to come and. She's like, the girls, they got stranded somewhere, so I need you to come. I need the car. I'm like, you need the car right now? I'm like, damn. Oh, my God. I'm like, there's nobody else that can pick them up? She's like, no. She's like, I need the car right now. I'm like, I look at the girl. I'm like, I guess I got to go. So then I'm like, all right, yep, got to go. Drive her back to her. She drives me back to my car. I get in the car. I go. I'm like, bro, I'm never talking to this girl again. That shit was so awkward. Like, I just did not want to be in that moment. That shit was just like, I don't know. When they overdo it like that, it just made me feel super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh,
it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna cut it short here now, bro. Because we like over an hour now. So.
Okay.
Hey guys, first episode. Thank you for joining. Many, many more to come. You know, I'm here for the long term, so I can't wait to, you know, show you guys my whole journey and, you know, what else I have to offer. Thank you guys. Thank you, Marvin.
Yes, sir. Marvel of a matter.
And I'll see you guys on the next episode.